Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. It's Charlotte taking on Boston. And so off the tip, it's Boston. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Williams is out there with Hibbert.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Tries a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Charlotte on D. It's a three-point game. Here's Williams. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. Shoots it up. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Irving against Walker. Irving passes to Ellie. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Boston. And that one's on target from the wing. We're about 1 minute into the first. And Walker kicks to Hibbert. Tipped away. Stolen by Dellavedova. Inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Irving.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Gortat kicks to Williams, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Williams drops them both. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Walker against Irving. Here's Hibbert. Kidd-Gilchrist trying to free himself up. Charlotte no good that time either. Williams passes to Ellie. It's Irving, top of the key. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And so it's Charlotte with it. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Charlotte no good that time either.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. And Gortat kicks to Williams. On the wing, Irving. Dellavedova from outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got 5 points so far.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Gortat with the steal.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move. Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the game. Kevin Durant's checked in for Boston. Carter Williams comes in for Irving. Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. Got a hand on it. Charlotte trails by 6. Tipped away. There's the feed to Hibbert. Gortat with the defensive effort.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Embiid, he's checked in for Gortat. Winslow comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Gary Harris in for Ellie. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Hibbert. Bellinelli comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Lamb, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. It goes on Cody Zeller. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
1:22 left to play in the first. Carter Williams dishes to Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. 2 shots, gentlemen.
Charlotte shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Winslow. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Leonard, he's checked in for Boston. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots it. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Boston leading by 8. Carter Williams, the pass to Winslow. On the wing, Harris. And Embiid throws it down.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And a wide open look for Lamb. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Here's Carter Williams. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Boston leads by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Butler in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. Shot by Roberts, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Irving. Butler's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. Charlotte trails by 10. They set the screen. Leonard against Williams. And the rejection by Leonard. And Nance kicks to Butler. Here's Kaminsky. Nance with the rebound. Boston leading by 10. Butler on the wing. Back to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Some changes for Boston. Gortat has come in for Embiid, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kawhi Leonard. Charlotte also making some changes. Batum comes in for Marco Bellinelli, and it's Kemba Walker in for Brian Roberts. Now, here's Batum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Irving. It's a 10-point game. Dellavedova from outside, and again, Boston with the triple.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Wood. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Irving. Gortat. And the second chance ever by Gortat. Gortat's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Kaminsky after marching Gortat's bucket. Walker's shot is off. Outside Irving. The shot's good on the assist. Butler. And Boston leads by 15.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Nance. Kevin Durant comes in for Irving. And it's Ellie in for Butler. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Boston leading by 15. Dellavedova dishes to Durant. Back to Dellavedova. Nice ball movement by Boston. Durant, no good. And so it's Charlotte with it. Batum inside the three-point line. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Deflects the pass. Ellie kicks to Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the right side. From deep. Kept alive by Boston. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Walker. And pushing it up, here's Boston. No good from Ellie.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And Boston leads by 21.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Embiid, he's checked in for Gortat. Justice Winslow comes in for Kevin Durant. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Ellie. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Hibbert. Bellinelli comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Roberts passes to Hawes. It's stolen by Carter-Williams, and Carter-Williams slams it in.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean,
And through the first half of
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set.
That's it for now. As this
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kemba Walker is out there with Batum. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Then it's Marvin Williams. And it's Hibbert in its center.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Williams. Kidd Gilchrist against Williams. Count it. Kidd Gilchrist has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Charlotte. Boston leading by 23. Irving dishes to Williams. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his fifth assist in this one. And so it's Charlotte with it. And Walker kicks to Williams. He's off on that one. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. For Boston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and that one falls for Irving. He's off on the second. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Kidd Gilchrist. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. He hits the second from the line. Here's Irving. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Gortat. Williams passes to Irving. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got 5 now.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Boston making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Walker against Irving. Williams with the block. And they get it back. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Gortat. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Ellie. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Marvin Williams. The 10-footer. Kaminsky misses.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Bucket is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Shea comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Walker's shot is off.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Nance. Winslow comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Harris is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Carter Williams in for Irving. Kaminsky's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Harris dishes to Embiid. That shot, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one is off. Cody Zeller's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Good on the second free throw. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
For Charlotte, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Oz. Terrific assist and nice finish, solid play all around.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage still, I mean, they could and break.
And that's on Charlotte calls timeout.
Start it.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
And Bellinelli kicks to Roberts. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Winslow. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Charlotte, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line. First free throw is good. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Boston leading by 23. Over to the wing. Harris passes to Williams. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Carter Williams has got 7 points. Carter Williams has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up, here's Boston.
Whoa! Fast. Talk about bringing it.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Lamb. And the miss. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here's Boston. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Boston, we've got Nance. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard. Kept alive. Here's Nance. Bucket is good. Nance has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Lamb with the ball. Bellinelli with the three. The offensive rebound. Great D that time from Leonard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there. But it was really a case of offense. Play brings some instant on.
And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
To the middle, here's Bellinelli. Makes it off the glass.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Left side, Leonard. He dishes it to Butler. The baseline J off the mark. And Lamb kicks to Roberts. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dishes it to Nance. Butler in the corner. Here's Bellinelli, defended by Butler. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. He gets it in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. And it's 6 points for Walker. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Williams dishes to Walker. Hibbert with the screen. Nobody near Williams. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Embiid, he's checked in for Gortat. Nance comes in for Kevin Durant. Winslow's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Ellie. And then for Charlotte, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Hibbert. And Wood subbed in for Marvin Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 8 points and 6 assists.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Walker. Wood passes to Walker. To the paint, just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I love the aggression there, hitting those offensive boards hard.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. Defense has been good. A lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Batum, a screen on Irving. And stolen by Butler. There's Winslow. Boston again missing.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Batum. Wood with the bucket.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
20 seconds in the fourth. Poked loose. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Irving, Wood. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This may not have been the most